Welcome to Javaism, and today video we are going to discuss about one project, and really it's a very important project. Okay, once you understood this project, then definitely you can easily do the work with the real-time project also, and it's very easy. Okay, so I hope you can participate here, and you will also try to create this project. Okay, and we are going to create a project like a student management project. So in that we are going to create some method which is adding a student, update a student, display all student, and delete a student. So like that we can create a methods and we can write a project for that. In the core Java only, we are using the core Java only. Apart from this, we are not using anything. Okay, and this is the simple and very important project in the collections. So based on the collections only, I will design this. Okay, so that you can understood in the better way. Okay, let's go to the Eclipse and try to implement it. Okay. Okay. So I have opened my Eclipse. So first let me create one new package. So this is the collection inside only. I will create one more package. As of now I think so many packages are already there, but again I will create one more package called student management. Okay, so let me write. Okay, so here I will give the package name called com dot student management simply, and I will give the name of the class. So I want to create one class which is a student. So I have created the one class also, a student here. Okay, so class is created. Now we can easily we can write something like getter setter method, and what are the property of these classes. So basically we are going to create this class as a like encapsulated class. Yeah, we can provide all the features and property of the encapsulation so that it can become an encapsulated class, and we are going to make it. So let us create some data for that. So we are going to take a student ID. So we can say SID. Okay, let me take capital. So private and ID is nothing but int. I want to take integer type. So this is the SID. Okay, and let me create one more variable which is a string. So S name. So this is the string name. Let me create one more variables which is called int, and that is nothing but age. I will take one more variables we can take, but I think not required to take that much. You have to focus to understand like what exactly we are doing and how we are using the collections here. Okay, so this is the main purpose. So I don't want to create more variables. Even you create email ID, phone numbers, student course, fee, college, so many things are there available, but I don't want to create it. Okay, I just want to focus what the collections and how we can use a student object inside the collection. So this is the main things and main purpose. Okay, let me go and simply generate the setter getter for that. So select all and just generate it. So setter getter is generated. Let's generate the toString also. So go to the source. Okay, and if you click on that, like where is the toString? So here toString, and just generate it. If you go down. Yeah, one more things we have required for the constructor. So let me generate the constructor also. So how we can generate the constructor? Here we have a constructor which is parameterized. Let it be, and simply we can generate one more constructor which is not parameterized. So go to the source, and how I am generating this one is like You can just right click here on your mouse. Once you right click here, so you can go to the source, and then after source you can go to the constructors, and here you can use it. Okay, so this is the generated constructors we have created. I hope guys you understood, and this is the purely encapsulated class. It's supporting the property of encapsulations. I hope you understood. Okay, and we have three data types we have taken, which is all are the private, so that other peoples will not access it directly. The whatever the peoples does want to access it, he will access with the help of the setter and getter methods only. Okay, I have provided for my flexibility some parameterized and non-parameterized constructor. You can remove it also. Okay, but let it be. Okay, fine. Now I want to create some of the method. So I want to create one more class which is doing the operations on my student object. So what can I do? Create one more class. The name called the class is like student utility class. So I will create a student utility. So this is the student utility class, and inside this class I am going to create some method. Like first method is add a student. Okay. Second method is update a student. Third method is I will create third method, which is display student display, display. And fourth method is delete student. So we can create all those utility method which is required us to call this method and do the some particular operations. So for example, I want to add some student. So what is the things? How can I add some student? So first thing is like we have to take the parameters from the users, and we can create a student object, and then after you can store inside this. That is the one way to add it. Okay. So let me do same thing. For example, I want to add one student, and I have to create one method for that. And whoever want to add a student, he will call these methods, and this method is capable to take the value from the users and store inside the one student object and return this object. Okay. So that we can add whenever it's required. Okay, so that is called add student. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create one public. I have to return public statics. Yeah, we can take a statics as of now. Statics void. No, I don't want to take void. I want to take a student, because I want to return the student object, and student object we have already created here, which is our own class. So this is the student, and here I will write add student. Okay, add a student, and this will happen add a student, and we don't need to pass anything here in the add a student. Okay. And simply we can write here one scanner sc equal to new scanner system dot in, you can write. Let me format, and as of now we are getting some error here, so let me remove it So we can write some return statements null so that your error will remove. Okay. Now I want to return the student object. So first I have to create the object for that, right? So I will create a student object as equal to new student. One student object is created. Fine. Now I have to take the value from the users like student ID, student name or age. So I can print here, please enter a student ID, and once I enter I will store those data inside the student object. So I will write s dot set id, and what is the id? So id will give from the sc dot next int. Okay, so from that we can get the id, and those id I will store inside the student object. Okay, same thing I will do for the name. So I will say s out, please enter student name, and once we enter we can store it. So s dot set name, s name, and here I will call like sc dot, which is scanner dot next. Simple. One more variable I want to store, which is age. So I will print one message s out, please enter a student age, and once I got the age I have to store it. So I will write s dot set age, and inside the set age I have to write sc. I will take the value from the users. So next int. Okay, so once it is done, what I will do is I will return here s. Those are my object. Okay, one more things, I don't want to write ln. So this is the add student method is created. So anybody want to create any student or add any student, he will call this method add student. This method will happen. We have created already a scanner, a student object, and we are taking value from the users and we are putting inside the student, and we are returning this student object. So once we return, he will add those students inside the class. Right. So add a student is done. Okay. So what we can do is, let me write the code for the display student also. Okay, so how we can display? So for example, if anybody want to display the object of the student, he had to send list of the object and we can display it, and that's it. So there is no return value, but we have to take the value of the student list. So for that we can write public statics. I don't want to return anything, so I will write void, and I will give the method name called display all student, and in the parameters, like this is the open, in the parameters, if someone send me list of student object, then only I will display, right? Control Shift O, so that list will be imported. Okay, so your error will resolve. So once we get the student list of a student, what we can do here? We can write iterator, or you can write anything. So in that case, we are going to do the work with the list. So meanwhile, we can take the array list. Okay. So let me write the iterator for that. Okay. There is so many way to display the data, but here, like this is the iterator, we can create like that. That is also possible. Inside the for loop, write iterators that are equal to state dot iterators and iterator dot hash next if it is true. Okay, so this is the one initialization semicolon, and here is nothing. And finally, we have taken the student, we have converted it in the student, and finally we can print it. But I don't want to do those things. I will do one things. I will create the object of iterator. I will create the object of iterator. So I will write student dot students dot iterator. So one iterator object will be created, and I will store those iterator. So here I will write student iterator, and after that I can use one while loop, and inside the while loop I will write student iterator dot hash next. It will check like value is available or not. So hash next, if it is available, come inside this if it is true, and here you can simply print it. So how we can print it? So in the s out I will call student iterator dot next. So next will give the object of a student, and in that object I will write the toString. So through the toString it will print the our all student details, and for that it will go to the next line. So this is the code for printing only. It's a easy one. Okay, as of now we have written two codes, two methods. Let me write, later I can do the update, and later I will do the delete also. But as of now, just we need to add and we have to display the element. So for that I am going to write one more class called student test class. Okay, so let me write one more class which is student test class in the same package, student test. So this is the class, and inside this class I am going to write main methods. Inside the main methods I have to print something so that our project will look like a real-time project. Okay, so what I will do is I will write one things. I will write one while. Okay, and inside the while I will make it true, always true, always true. And inside this I will write one more s out, and inside this I will write student project management. Okay, this is the first line. In the next line I will write something so that it will look good, and here I will give something like tab, so slash t slash t slash t. Okay, let me run and see the output, how it's look like. Okay, so if you see the console, so now your console is looking like that. Okay, it's going, every time it's going. Okay, it's an infinite time it's run, but we don't want to run its infinite time. Stop it. Okay, and then after in the next lines we can display some of the value. What are the some of the value? So some of the value means like we can display something like add. So I will write s out. Okay, and in the same one line only I will write something like 1. Okay, So one, if you press one, add student slash n, okay, slash n, and then after two dot update student, and 3 slash n, again slash n we have to write, no mistake, slash n 3 display all student and slash n, and we can go with the 4 delete student. Okay, so this is the message we can print. One more things I will print here, like enter your choice. So here I will give please select operation. Okay, please select operations, and I will not give the next line here. Okay, and this is the things. Okay, and one more things I will write here, like I will take those options. So option is nothing but integer, so option equal to sc dot next. But before we are going to take the value, we have to create the object of a scanner. So we can create here a scanner sc equal to new scanner. Okay, and here I will write system dot in. What will happen? One scanner object will created. Now we can take the value from the user, and we have to take the integer, so next it. Okay, and then after, okay, if you run your code, where is the error? Okay, semicolon. If you run your code, you can see the output like that. Let me show you. So this is the look like a student project management, and this is the some operations like add student, update student, display all student, delete student, and please select the option. So we can enter here option, and based on that we can do the remaining operations on it. Okay, so let me remove some of the data which is not required. Okay. Again I will run it. Okay, if you run again, so if you see, like it's look like okay, student project management, and it's properly look like okay, add a student, update a student, display all a student. Okay, so here I have not write the remaining codes as of now. So let me go back. Okay, stop this. Let me go back. That is fine. It's look like a good our interface. Okay, so we have taken one options. Now we are going to use these options. So how can I use these options? So now I'm going to write one switch case and do one thing. Here also give the next line /n. Okay, and here I will take the switch for like switch for particular operation. Okay, particular operation. So I will write here switch case. Okay, and based on the switch case, SWITCH switch case I will write here, and in the switch case I will write like option So I have taken the option here, and switch case value is nothing but if it is 1, okay, if it is 1, add the student, add a student, if it is 2, okay. So here you can write it also, you can't write it also, that is possible, no issue in that. Okay, but better to write this is the switch case, but generally people are writing like that switch case. Just remove this, just remove this, just remove this, okay. And here you can write like operator student, so I will write here operator student, operator student. And in the third switch case, I will write case third is like display student, display student, and case fourth I will write something like delete script. Okay, so this is the 4 case we have to do. Apart from this, if user enter anything, we have to print one message. I don't want to throw the exceptions. I will print one normally message. Yes, please enter, or we can give the error. So I will write here system dot error dot println and inside this you can write some message like please enter correct option. Okay, please enter the correct option. So this is the things we have as of now have done. Okay, and one more options we have to take, which is if user enter something like exit, you don't want to again perform the operations. So what we can do is we can write one more /n, and we can write the 5th option is exit, exit or stop the execution, stop the or exit, you can write exit. Okay. Exit. So this is the 5th option, so I will take those also. So case number 5th, if he enters something like case 5th, so simply for that stop the program executions. Okay, so this is the our structure of program we have written. Okay, as of now. Now this is the switch. Maybe the enter the option number 1. Let me break it into the multiple part. Okay. Let me break it into the multiple part. Okay, so this is the 5th option we have in our code. Okay, I hope you are able to see each and everything. Okay, and this is the student project management, and this is the options we have given. Based on that, if we select any option, based on that we can run the switch case and we can do the operations. Okay, for example, he entered 5. So 5 means what? Exit. So we can write here system dot exit, and I will pass 0 here. Okay, and along with that I want to write break. Otherwise, if I not write break, it will go down also. So just break it once it is a stop. So our option number 5 is done. Okay, let me run and I will show you. So for example, if you see my code is executed, it started, you can see here it's running. Okay, if the user selected something like 5, our application is stopped, right? So this is the code. Let me write to add the student. So for example, if I want to add any student, what I will do? I will call one method called student utility method. So we have created one class called student utility. A student utility class having a one method called add student. So simply I can call those methods. Okay, add student. So once I call this method, it will return one student object. So I will store those student. In my collections. Okay, so I have to create one collections for that. Okay, so how can I create the collections for that? So those collections I can create. Here before while. So here I will write one collections called list of student. Okay, list of student, list, and student, and here I will say like student list. So student list equal to new array list. New array list I will create with the help of a student, and here also I will give the student. Okay, fine. So we have created one student list in the before the while loop, so that we can store this as a globally. And here once we call this method, it will take the student details from the user and it will return the student object. So what I will do is I will add those student inside this. So I will call the student list dot add student methods. So our student is added inside this. Okay, and once it is added successfully, okay, once it is added successfully, it will print one message also. Okay, what the message? Student added successfully. Student added successfully. I will print the message and I will write the break statement. Okay, so this is the code we have to write, and we have written one more method called display the student. So here also we can call the same utility methods, okay, which is nothing but a student utility. So a student utility I will call here, okay, and dot display all student, and here I will pass a student list. Okay, once I pass this one, it will go to that particular method, and it will display all those students, and now I will break it. It is the simple codes I have written. Okay, as of now, let me do the some operations and we can show you how is it working. So if you go to my console, you can see this is the output. Let me add one student. So if I click 1, It's asking please enter the student ID. How? Because in the method I have written those code. Okay, so it's asking here. So please enter the student ID. So I have given 101. Please enter the student name. I have given the name called Prince. Please enter the age. So 27. Okay, so it's saying like okay, student added successfully. Student added successfully. So now I want to see the student is added or not. So here I can press one more times like 3. So if I press 3, it should display. It should display all those what we call all those value available in the student list. But right now I am unable to see it. So that is the issue. So student added successfully, but the student is not printing any data here. So this is the wrong. Something is wrong will happen. Okay, so go to that one. So what I have done is I have written this code inside the opted. So I don't want to write in the opted. I have to write this code inside the display only 3. Then it will work. Okay. Now again I have to run the same code. Okay. Go to the console. Here you can enter 1, add student 101 and student name. So I will give the Prince, is 29 and now you get one more option. So if you press sometimes 3, so now it's printing the student details. This is the student details you got. Again our project is continuously started. Okay, so this is the things. But before going to the display all those things, do you want to continue? You can ask, and based on that you can start working on that. Okay, so you can do those things also. Okay, so we can do those things also. So let me go here and before going to the true once more times, I want to display. So let me not make clumsy. As of now it's fine. Let me first complete those things. Okay, utility class methods. Okay, so here if you see update, so let me write the update code. So while writing an update code we have to create one methods. Okay, public statics, and I have to return the updated student also. So I have to return it student and update student. This is the object I have to write, and then after what I have to do is like I want to take the 2 parameters. Okay, I want to take the 2 parameters. Okay, one is ID. So what ID? ID means which you are going to update. Return null as of now. So which one you are going to update? So let's take the example of ID. So print ID. We can take one ID and we can take one student object. Student is. Okay, I hope it's clear. Okay, so we can update the value also inside this. So that is the things we have to maintain it. And once you return the student object, again do you have to do anything? I think no. So do one thing. You can take the list of a student, and this is also one of the student. Okay, So what you have to do is you have to take the user value from the users and update those particular students. Okay, which one you want to update it. So for example, I want to update the user which is Prince. So I want to update the student Prince. So what I want Prince ID, and you can update the name and age. Those are the two variables you can update it. Okay, so here I will take list of a student, and also we can take the object of a student, and we can compare it. If it both are same, we can operate with that one, and we can return it. No need to return, it automatically operate only. Okay, so let's do like that only. So in the first parameters, take the list of a student. Okay, so student, and here take the student, and we have to update the student value. Okay, so don't take these parameters also. Here only you can take the object as student, and you can take all those value, and you can return it. Okay, so what we can do is S out, and before going to do the S out, let me create this scanner as a static in the class level so that we can access anywhere. Statics, and here I will write update student. In the update student sections, I will write enter SID Okay, so here I will tell S out, please enter the update details. Okay, and here I will take the SID, here I will take enter sname, and then after I will take enter s h, and let me remove this next line. We don't want next line. Yeah, once it is done, also I have to take the value also. So int what is id, so sc dot next int, and I want to take the name, so I will write a string name equal to s dot next, sc dot next, scanner dot next. I will take the value. I want to take age, so I will take age is, and age equal to sc dot next is, so next in. Okay, so we have taken all those value updated details from the users. Okay, then after done the changes in actual student list. Okay, so for that I have to write a code. So what we can do is, I have already a student, so I will write enhance for loop. I think you don't know as of now, but let me write. So this is the for we can write, and we can write a student s colon, and what are the student list we have. So this is the students. Okay, you can write here one by one, you can iterate this student. So this is the students, and what are the type of the value are stored inside this, you have to write here. Okay, and if you come here, I will check like if id equal to s dot get id. If it is equal, then only I will update the student object and I will add inside this one. Okay. So how can I add? How can I add it? So while treating the student, how we can add? Okay. So this is basically a list. So we have to do the changes on that only. So if it is match, we can say like, okay, student list dot get get, no, it will not work for that. So I have to modify those students. Okay, so one thing is like we can create one more student list and we can store and we can share again. So the modify will happen. And the other one is like we have existing students and we have to modify it. So this is something called difficult for us to understand. So what we can do is, we can count. We can put here one count. Let me do something unique. So count, C-O-U-N-T, count equal to 0 right now. So once it is 0, it will iterate once. So it will came here, and if it is match, so if it is not came here. Okay, so what we can do, count plus plus. If it is match, do the break. So we have index now. Once we got the index, we can write student list dot get what? Count. And through the count, once we got the student object, set s name, which is name, and dot and the same thing you can write for the students dot get common dot set is. So this is the two object we can set, and I think now we no need to store or send it back. So put it wide and let me check once. Let me remove this line of the code also. Okay, so this is the code we have written. Let me write for the delete also. So how we can delete some object from the list? So we can write public, okay, public statics void and delete student, and here you can take the list of the student. From that you have to delete the student. Okay, so list of the student, and comma which student we have to delete. So for that we have to take the ID of the student for delete it. So do one thing, those things we can do from that place only, and we can send the ID here. Those ID we need to delete. So int s ID. Okay, this is the s ID, and here what I will do is I want to delete just. So I will write one for loop. Okay, inside the for loop only iterations we can remove those particular object. Okay, so we can write some iterators, and through that we can remove those objects. Okay, so what we can do is we can create one iterator. Okay, so iterator means we have to create with a student. So let me check once. So this is the students. Students dot iterator. Iterator object is created, and this is nothing but student iterator. Student iterator, and after that we can write a code like that. For not for, we can write a while, and inside the while we can write student iterator dot has next. If it is object is there, go inside this, compare with the ID. What is the ID? So student iterator dot next. Okay, so this one will give the object of the student. So we can take the student and student is equal to student iterators dot next. So one object will come. Okay, once one object will come, once we can receive the student object here, we can write s dot get id is equal to sid equal to id. Then what you have to do is you have to remove student iterator dot remove method we have to call, and through that we can remove the particular object. So this is the code for delete the string. Okay, I hope you understood. Okay, let me go to the student class and here call these methods. So if you go here and write it, call for the update. So student utility dot update a student, and we have passed the student list. Okay, and after that we have to write break. It's compulsory. And for the delete the student object, we can write first take the okay s out. So this is the delete student option is proceed. Okay, and once it is proceed, you can write s out, and here you can write enter student id. Okay, and once you enter the student id, you can take those student id with a scanner. So sc dot, I don't know we have a scanner or not inside this. So we have a scanner or not, let me check. So I think we don't have a scanner here. So let me take this scanner for the outside of this main methods, and here I will make it as statics so that it is accessible for anywhere. Okay, so here in the delete I will write sc dot next int, and through that I will take one id which is sid, int sid, and those id I have to delete it. Okay, so what I will do is I will call the student utility class dot delete student, and here I will pass a student list and sid, and once it is done I will print student deleted successfully. Okay, same thing, you can copy this one and go to the update part. Okay, and let me run this code one more time. So first stop it, let me run this code, and let's go to your application, and here I am going to add some of the objects. So I will write 101 things. I will write one more things like student age, so 22, and I want to add one more student, so I will write here Ajay. I will, oh my god, so this is the issue, and I have not handled as of now exception handling, but we have to handle it. Okay, we have to handle it. As of now I have not handled it. Let's go. So add one student 101 Prince, and age 22, add one more, give the ID 102, give the name Ajay, and give the age is 13 or something. So if you want to press 3, you can see all the student details here. So these are the 2 student details as of now we have inserted. If you want to insert one more, you can enter it 1. Okay, and here you can give 103. Okay, Sonu, you can give the age is something 34. If you want to see the data, you can see it. So this is the 3 student we have inserted. Okay, I hope it's clear. Okay, I hope it's clear. Okay, once it is clear, what we can do? We can do one thing. Like I want to update some of the objects. So 2 functionality is working fine, add the student and show the students. Now I want to update the students. So he say like please enter the updated details. So I have told like okay, I want to update the 101 ID which is SID. So 101 I have entered. He's saying like enter the name. So I will say okay Kumar. He say like okay what is the age? So 45. He's saying like a student updated successfully. So let me see it's updated or not. So if I press 3, you can see okay Prince is changed with the Kumar and it's successfully updated. Now let's me remove the Sonu. So So how can I remove the so no? So I have to press here 4. So once I press 4, it will ask me, okay, enter the student ID. I will enter the student ID is 103. 103 is nothing but Sonu Kumar. So I will delete the Sonu record from my database. It says student deleted successfully. Okay, student deleted successfully. Good. Select students. Deleted student is proceed. Enter student details 103. Student deleted successfully. And our project is also stop. Okay, then how can I see it's deleted or not? Right? So these are the questions we have. So for example, is a link student display. So student ID we have taken, we have called this method, we have passed this student deleted successfully. So we have not written the break. That is the one mistake I have did. So please don't forget to write a break. Okay, otherwise you have to do the extra work, I think. And write a break here also. Okay, let me run once and let me delete one student. So if I add one student, 101 Prince 33, one more student 102 Sonu 44. So this is the two object I have inserted. Let me print it and let me see. Yes, two object is stored in the database. Okay, let me delete Sonu. So I will press 4. Okay, because 4 option is delete the element, right? So I will press here 4. It's asking the ID. So I will give 102. Okay, if I give the 102, it's saying like, okay, student created successfully, and it's came the option. Now I can press 3 and I can see the details. So yes, student is object it's deleted successfully. But right now, if you see, everything is working fine, our project is completed, but still having some problem in this project. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. That is the main important problems I have seen in this project. So how can I make it to look good and easily we can operate it and we can do the operations with this project. Okay. So let me do something so that you can see and look good. So int count. Count is 0. So if count is not 0, if count is not equal to 0, if count is not equal to 0, you can ask one things. S out. S out. And before this out, you can write slash and slash and slash and slash. So this is the 4n I have written. And then after finally I write, do you want to continue? Press yes. Do you want to continue? Continue. Then press. Then press. Yes. Then press yes. Okay. So there is the message I have displayed. I will take one value from the users. So once he enter the yes, so I will take those yes inside the string. So continue, and continue is equal to sc dot next I will write. Okay, and next I will write, and along with this I will write if conditions continues dot equals ignore case. Okay, if you press yes, okay, nothing will happen. Otherwise, in the else conditions, if you press no, we can do system dot exist. Okay, let me run once so that you can understand what we have written as of now. So our application is running on. Let me add one student, so I will give 101, I will give the name called Prince, I will give the name age called 235. Okay, so it's saying like student added successfully, student project management. Okay, so this is the first time. But while coming to the second time, equal to 0. So every time you have to increment the value, right or not? Yes. So right now count is 0. If it is came inside this, okay. If it is came inside this, we have to increment the count. Okay, so after that also you can increment the count, which is count CO count plus. Okay, let me run once more time. So this is the way we are doing the project, and every time you have to compile and run. Okay, so let me press 101 Prince 44. It's like a student added successfully. Do you want to continue? Then press yes. So if I enter the yes, it will again do like that. Okay. If I want to press 3, then it's saying like okay, this is the stage. Do you want to continue? So this is not looking good. Okay. This is not looking good. What can I do? Remove all those things, slash and slash and slash. Okay, stop it, runs one more times. Now finally we can make it good, I think. So let me take option number 101 Prince something 33, and it's saying like successfully added. Do you want to continue? Then press yes. So if I press yes, it's saying like okay, student project management, enter your value something, whatever the value you have. So for example, I want to print student details, so it will print it successfully. Selected operation 3, so student details is this one, it's printed successfully. Again is saying do you want to continue? Again I will say yes. So I will delete right now. So I will click on delete, which is 4 option, and he will ask me the ID. So I will give the ID like 101. He say like a student successfully deleted. Do you want to continue? I'm saying yes. So he will ask like, okay, and then again I will try to display all those details. So there is no student. I hope guys you understood. Okay, and this is the project, and only I have created for you guys, so that you can understood how this list collection is important. This is behaving like a storing a multiple student object and doing operations on that. So that is very important. Okay, and we are storing all those students inside this, and we are doing the different operations here, different operations here. So please do one by one all those code and try to understand, okay, and analyze this code how it is working. Okay, I have written all those method here. You can go later if it is required, we can handle the exception also, we can write a validation for also. So all those things we can do inside this utility class. All those parameter validations we can do. We can handle all those exceptions, but because of we don't have a time too much, so I have just written the code. I have not handled the exceptions if it is occurred. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video.